Here's a cool little trick for when you're growing things at home. Now, if you don't want to wait for Mother Nature, and I don't, because we have a short growing season as it is, so when it's ready for things to go outside, I want them as big as they can be and ready as fast as they can be. So what I'll do, and in this case we're going to work with peas, is I'll grow them, seed them way before you normally would seed them if you're just going to transplant them outside or direct seed them outside. So I seeded these about a few weeks ago, but it's still way too cold outside. But I knew that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them out of my seed cells and I'm just going to transplant them into a bigger container. Look at the difference in size from that amount of soil to this amount of soil. Now I'm going to grow this pea plant in here until it's warm enough to put outside, which is still probably about 3 weeks away where I am. So this pea is going to be this big or so, this pot, by the time it goes outside. And then when it goes outside, it'll be warm and it'll be ready a lot sooner than if you seeded these today and you were planting something like this outside. And another little trick that I love about these cells is that you might have overachievers and regular guys. So some might not be ready to do that yet. So I can pull this guy out and I'll leave these guys germinating cells for a little bit longer. Plant them right in. And just like that, we're ready to go for another couple weeks. Get these pea plants nice and big. And you can do it with any type, and I will. It's just that peas were my first and earliest crop, so they're the first to get ready to be transplanted. But I'll do the same thing with tomatoes, cucumbers, summer squash, zucchini, all that good stuff. All right, here we are with some peppers that have outgrown their seedling container and it's still too cold to go outside. So now I'm just going to repot them in a bigger container and keep growing them as big as I can get them before they go outside. These guys are still too little, so I'm going to leave them in their containers. There's a good one. See how this guy grew too? So what I do is I let it get really dry, and then I'm just going to pick it apart very gently. When you leave it dry, the roots won't rip at each other. The soil just breaks apart and you're left with your root ball. And while the soil might fall off the root ball, it'll still survive. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. See you next time.